Hi, Charles. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing hopefully okay. I mean, this, folks, is a public reminder that friends shouldn't let drunk friends pick albums to review because this is like enjoying ketchup popsicles. Or maybe not. I don't know. But
Well,
this was my pick. This was my pick.
but if the but if the friend who's supposed to stop the other friend is also drunk, then that
Yeah,
don't
it's kind of
work.
hard to stop them. It's kind of hard to stop them. But this will be our second review from this artist. And grab your socks and pull up, folks. Tell them what we're doing today on the
We're
Lee Gerson Show
we're
by
doing
my pick.
yeah we're doing an album by Barbra Streisand called "The Way We Were," and it's not the soundtrack; it's the actual album.
Which, yeah, that's crazy because when I was reading notes while I was doing notes, and when I pulled up the soundtrack on accident at first, and of course the track listing was completely different, and I found out, oh wow, this isn't the actual film soundtrack. I didn't know. I've never seen the film either. So I don't know anything about that. I don't know what year this came out, probably before I was born. But, and why the hell I picked it, I don't know. Now, we did do a Barbra Streisand before. It was Guilty, with all tracks written by Barry Gibb, and he was Robin as well. But I seem to recall we didn't hate it. I
Yeah,
know I didn't.
I
I don't
actually
think I
really liked it a lot.
Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. But going into that, I wouldn't have never said I was that interested in Barbra Streisand, but I heard a song or two and asked Lee, and we did it. I like listening to different stuff anyway, so whether, maybe I'll find out I like the person better than I thought.
Yeah, I
But
actually had a lot of her albums.
see, I didn't. I think my grandma was into her, but not necessarily my mother, but that doesn't really matter. I never had. I was kind of had a preconceived notion about Barbara, but that's about all I'd say. Now, like I said, I didn't hate the last one, and even though I picked this really randomly out of nowhere in a drunken stupor, that's about all I'd say is the way we were, not the soundtrack, folks.
But hey,
Back to
I
you, bud.
like the fact that you did that because I sometimes will pick stuff for no other reason than just because I want to
Just
see how we'll
randomly.
react.
Yeah, yeah. So but you had this record.
Yeah.
So I did not. So this is the first time hearing it. The Guilty was a little, I wouldn't say it's rock, but it was a little, spoiler folks, it was a little rockier than this. A little bit. I mean, they were trying, but this is a little more classic Streisand sound, I would think. I'm assuming.
Um.
Or, or what she's kind of attuned to doing usually. Or
Um.
what the listening public would be attuned to.
Only for a certain amount of time.
Huh. That's
Yeah.
interesting. I didn't know. Because
Yeah.
again, I know nothing of her.
Yeah.
But other than she was in Meet the Fockers. All right.
All
Let's
right.
get into it, Lee.
All right. How about you start?
Okay.
All right. The first song is "Being at War with Each Other." What do you think?
A Carole King song here, complete with some of that classic wah-wah guitar from the 70s. Now, I will say, Streisand can carry a tune, that's for sure, and I'm pretty impressed with her range on the track. She has some highs, some lows. I mean, really incredibly vocally talented here. The arrangement's a bit gooey, this one. And not really the type of sound I'm enamored with. It has a telethon type of vibe, but it is a well-sung piece of fluff. Non-offensive, but I wouldn't recommend this to diabetic.
Huh. I put a cool pop tune. I like it. It isn't rock, but it has enough energy to please some rock fans. It's right on. And now for Something So Right. This is good too. A nice, pleasant pop tune for the early evening. I dig it. What do you think?
A Paul Simon song. And I can't say I'm terribly familiar with his version, so it's the first time I've ever heard it. The arrangements have a very slight country feel to it. And I mean, very slight. Like, let's say you have a cousin leave from Alabama and you visited before, and then you came home and now you're a southerner country type of feel. Like,
Yeah.
not really, but
Yeah.
just a hint. Maybe you say y'all for a week. Again, it's very slight. The music is rather lovely, though, and I'm again impressed with Streisand's vocals. I enjoyed this one a bit more than the opener. My God, what is going on with me?
Oh, wow. What do you think of The Best Thing You've Ever Done?
More mellow gold here. And hey, who doesn't love the work of Martin Sharman? I know you're a big fan of his, aren't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be either. I'm just making a joke. He wrote the song. The arrangement is strong here. Great string work. And it has a pretty powerful chorus going on. Streisand is in full force here, full of expression in those vocals, and holding those notes. I've got to tell you, he's such a powerful singer. It's a short track, but there's nothing too bad I can say about this one. The best thing you've ever done.
All right. What do you think of
What
the...
did you think?
Oh, I was trying to figure out if I said this is a pleasant song. I enjoyed it. But maybe I didn't say it.
I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I thought I did, but now I did.
If not, okay.
All right. Now for The Way We Were. I prefer this song in context with the album. It sounds not quite as good when it's only the song. But on the album, it flows well with the other songs and has a good context. It's fine. What do you think?
Is this different from the movie version?
Huh?
Is this different from any different from the soundtrack version?
I never really examined it enough or wanted to examine it to know. But I think it's the same.
I was curious. And that's the title track, and it's one of the signature songs here. I gotta say, the humming at the beginning is rather divine. And as they say, her vocals are butter. And it also says some revived her career a bit. I guess it was kind of on a downward trend at the time. And I can see that. I mean, she sings the living shit out of this. And hey, a great song is a great song. This is one for me. Sure, it's a bit melodramatic at times, but that's a hallmark of her sound. Pretty damn fine song here.
All right, what do you think of All in Love is Fair?
The Stevie Wonder cover here with the Streisand spin on it. It has a bit of an upper class lounge feel going on here. You know, like instead of cocktail weenies, they have caviar and stuff. Even if I wasn't into the music at all, this music at all, like fuck it. I'm pretty convinced Streisand can sing pretty much anything. She probably makes some Nantucket sound good.
Huh.
I'm saying something. But we also talked offline. I know that, maybe some other things not. But I think she could make Nantucket work. She's easily one of the most expressive singers I've ever heard. She has complete command of her voice. It is a bit too mellow, but impressive vocally for sure.
All right. What do you think of What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life?
I'm just hoping I do what you thought about All in Love.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. Okay, I'll tell you. Because I remember seeing exactly what I wrote, so I'll tell you. This was a decent song. I liked it. A bit dramatic, but done well. All right, now I will say what I think of What Are You Doing the Rest of Your Life. I've been drinking, so you need to kind of steer me in.
I got you.
All right. This is one of the better songs on the album, in my opinion. I like the melody and the dramatic flair is nice. I dig it. What do you think?
Well, it has a fairly sultry sax opening, and I'm thinking it's going to be one of those sexy, smoky type songs. And I guess for some it is. It wasn't for me. It turns into a rather romantic track. Much like a lot of the songs thus far, not really my thing musically, but the vocals are tremendous, no doubt about that. And I mean, this isn't stuff I've listened to on the normal, but there is no denying her talent. And it can make you take pause how good of a singer she is.
All right, what do you think of Summer Me, Winter Me?
Totally schmaltzy in this one, and we're kind of losing momentum. This one sounds a bit too much like Disney film for me. I mean, the instrumentation while it's wonderful, it's pretty powerful actually, but yeah, this is not my scene, you know, and even Streisand can fix this one. It was way too showy for my liking.
I put this is really good. This so far is the best song on the album. I dig it. The production and the song, very cool.
Well, folks, you listen to that track and say who's wrong. That's what we want, comments on the video.
Yeah. All right, now for Pieces of Dreams. I liked the music. The words were a bit annoying, so I was a little bit distracted at my irritation with the lyrics. But musically it worked well, and I liked the music. What did you think?
Well, hell, man, little harmonica. Who knew? This one has at least a little more swing to it than the previous. Very relaxing harmony, actually. This is stuff to put on and drink a bit of wine and just chill out. Maybe watch some Bob Ross painting. Borderline elevator music, but Streisand carries it through to keep it out of that realm enough. So I didn't think it was a bad tune.
All right. What do you think of I've Never Been a Woman Before?
Well, that makes two of us.
Yeah.
And three, apparently.
Yeah.
About the song, it's pretty much in the same pocket as most of the rest of the album. If you're looking for any kind of fire, this album's not for you. Very Broadway sounding. It is easy to get lost in the great vocals, but to be fair, I would totally understand people cutting this off as well. Not a horrid song, but the sameness of the sounds is getting boring to me at this point of the album. But the ending of this song is great. I mean, she goes off in like full kiss my ass I can sing mode. So it was worth it just to wait till the end alone. But I mean, it's still kind of the same, but I really love the ending of the song.
Okay, I put...
Not because it was over, I just loved the way she ended it.
Well, I felt differently. I put... Yeah. This song was played very well, and I liked the arrangements, but the song musically and lyrically were annoying to me. If Peter Allen had sang it, he wouldn't even need to change the gender in the lyrics, and it would suit him quite well. And I would prefer hearing him do it. But this is one of those songs where a woman explains how hot she felt about someone, and it's a bit too summer romance for my taste. It's not a bad song, but it's not my bag. Okay, now for the last one. Medley. My Buddy and How About Me. Perhaps tied for the best song on the album with Summer Me, Winter Me. It's great the way she did the songs in a medley. They worked well together, and I've always liked both songs, so kudos. What do you think?
We close out with some of Irving Berlin here. I like me a little Irving Berlin. A little double take. 2 songs in one. My Buddy is more of the same mellowness of the rest of the record. It segues decently into the How About Me section. And I kind of prefer that section of the song. But, I mean, the whole version of the song is not so much different of the whole album. I mean, overall, this isn't really my scene musically. But I do find Streisand's voice to be phenomenal. But I can understand why this sound isn't for everyone. But I mean, she was a whale of a talent, and I salute her for her tremendous vocal abilities. Even if I could fall asleep a few times in a few songs, but she's one hell of a talent. I respect her, and so thanks for doing this. I didn't realize you had the album, and I didn't hate it as much as I thought.
Yeah, I liked most of it. Okay.
She's a hell of a talent. I get it. You know, I'm a meat and potatoes caveman. Lee's a classical connoisseur who likes Disney sounds, apparently.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be averse to doing more Streisand, but, you know, maybe one a year.
Oh.
But I wouldn't be averse to it.
I know some stuff that's very different than this.
She's a whale of a talent vocalist. I have much respect, and that's the thing I've taken from the two albums we have done. I have a newfound respect for her vocal abilities, and I'm not a singer or connoisseur typically per se, because I think that's too easy. But she is one hell of a talent. So my hat's off to you, Miss Barbra. Hopefully people out here check out the review, and hopefully we did you service.
Right on.
Streisand.
Okay. All right.
Drunken pick that was out of nowhere.
Yeah, no problem.
I survived it.
And I was drinking while I did the reviews, so it works. Okay. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.